Welcome to About Your Town, a conversation with a member of the Fort Wayne area business community. And today we're speaking with Dr. Richard Busch, founder of Busch Chiropractic Pain Center. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm fabulous. Thanks for coming in.
I appreciate your having me.
We've heard a lot over the years, actually, about Busch Chiropractic Pain Center and a couple of treatments or protocols that you specialize in. Mm-hmm. And the first one would be the DRS protocol. Can you explain that?
Yes. DRS stands for decompression, reduction, and stabilization. And that's what we're doing. We're decompressing a nerve or taking pressure off of it, reducing a disc bulge, and stabilizing the whole thing so the problem doesn't return. And this is a protocol that we've developed during the course of the last 18 years. It is something that I've trained to both medical doctors and chiropractors from around the country. And the neat thing about it is the results that we get actually are getting better and better and better as the years go by.
And this is not, we want to stress, is non-surgical.
Exactly. This, I look at it as an alternative to surgery. Uh-huh. So for those patients that have herniated or degenerative discs, whether they're in their neck or their lower back, they may have sciatic pain. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but numbness or tingling in their arms or the hands go along with that in a lot of cases, and just pain. About half the people I see have had at least one failed surgery in the past, which obviously complicates things greatly. But at the same time, I guess the best part about it is we can even help those patients avoid multiple surgeries. And usually my question for those people after they've had, the second or the third one is, why didn't you try something else?
Sure. Why be in pain when you don't have to be?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I often joke with patients that I get to see miracles in my office every day.
Well, and returning patients are.
Exactly.
Not to be cliche, but they are the proof.
Exactly. And it's extremely rewarding to not only be able to see the results that we've had, but also to change those lives and actually change the patients from somebody who's in pain and usually really grumpy. And, a lot of times I'll joke with their spouse and tell them that pretty soon we're going to be able to make them nice again.
We have something else I wanted to talk about, too, was the neuropathy treatment, because that's a big one.
Neuropathy, I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it means damage or death of nerves.
Okay.
And so these are peripheral nerves. We're talking about the sensation that you feel in your hands and your feet. Some of the patients that experience neuropathy are patients that are diabetics,
right.
Patients that have had chemotherapy, mm-hmm. Patients that may be around different environmental toxins like pesticides and herbicides. For years, we've been able to treat patients with their pain. And so that's where the whole neuropathy treatment protocol started. And the amazing thing about it, the results that we're getting are every bit as good as what we're seeing with the DRS protocol. And these are in patients that we didn't think there was any treatment for before.
And now there's hope.
Exactly.
And real quickly, I want to be sure we get in the Sauna Laser and your weight management program.
We've recently started a company called New Life Body Sculpting. Mm-hmm. And the idea behind New Life Body Sculpting is it is a weight loss program or a weight management program where we're actually teaching people how to eat. So it's not a situation where you go and you buy a bunch of different stuff and you take it home and that's it. It's basically learning how to portion size mm-hmm. and everything else that goes along with that. And as a result of that, we actually knew that we could help people lose weight. But a couple of years ago, I mentioned earlier, a guy named Dr. Oz, and I think you've heard of him. Mm-hmm. He
yeah.
he endorsed, he's a pretty big guy, I guess, but he endorsed something called the Sauna Laser. And the Sauna Laser is a fat-burning laser, which it actually opens up the intercellular canal and allows us to expel the fat back into the interstitial tissue, which is just really the area around the cell. That then is actually pushed into the lymphatic system, and your body can actually help pull that out. Well, what we found that by combining the weight loss program with the Sauna Laser, we're actually able to increase the weight loss and make it even that much more painless than the original weight loss program was. So we're seeing patients lose anywhere between 20 and 60 pounds in 40 days. They've got more energy. We're seeing less food sensitivities. Obviously, overall attitude gets better, but at the same time, to eat properly, and we're not making it more about a change in lifestyle. We're actually really having some phenomenal benefits with the way that these mm-hmm. patients are living after that.
If anybody wants more information, how can they get a hold of you?
Obviously, you can go to buschchiropractic.com.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We can also go to newlifebodysculpting.com. But probably the easiest thing to do is to call 260-471-4090 or 888-471-4090 in the surrounding area, and call, talk to Rachel or one of the girls at the office, and we can certainly make sure that we get them all the information that they need and help get them on the road to recovery, I guess is the best way to say it.
Thank you for coming in today.
I appreciate your having me.
We've been talking with Dr. Richard Busch, founder of Busch Chiropractic Pain Center, who paid for this message.